How's it going, everybody? Ragroth here. So, Testament comes out in, I believe, later this week, maybe a few days. And their theme was just recently posted. Their theme is called Like a Weed Naturally as a Matter of Course. Okay. And I kind of figured as maybe a change of pace. I always do reaction videos to trailers. Why don't I do a reaction video to a theme, a song? And I figured I'd start with the theme of the character that I'm actually easily the most hyped for that has come out for Guilty Gear Strive so far. The theme is about a little over 4 minutes. I may or may not listen to the whole thing. We'll see how it goes. And let's start right now. I heard some of it in the trailer already. Okay. Kind of gives me a little bit of vibes of some of their older themes. Yeah, that's from Fixed Idea. I don't know what they're singing right now. It sounds very 80s hair metal inspired, though, which is fitting. This part I remember hearing in the trailer. Reminds me of probably Zato's theme a little bit. I mean, they're probably the edgiest characters in the game so far, so it kind of makes sense. I definitely like the little references to their previous themes, though. Assuming that's what they are. I know Kai's theme kind of has that. Okay, I can understand part of that. Are they saying he? Are they saying he in it? Because I thought, well, Say shit. This is definitely one of the best, instrumentals in any of the themes in the game. This is also kind of one of the problems with Testament not being in the story, is because I feel like we don't really understand what the theme is saying as much. But then again, they might be in the new story they're adding, so that might make more sense later down the road. Okay, that's where the title comes in at. Okay, now I think they said she. Oh, it's a very nice, peaceful ending. Okay, so I should probably first say this. This is probably gonna be a bit of a hot take. I would probably say Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack compared to older Guilty Gear games, I'm not as crazy about. That's not to say I hate them. I just think I don't find myself listening to the songs quite as much as I did back from music from, like, say, Guilty Gear X2. Guilty Gear X Thirds, I don't know if I actually listen to them as much either. And I think part of the problem is every song now has lyrics, has vocals. And I'm not saying I dislike songs having vocals. I think it does. I'm trying to figure out how to word this properly. I think it makes the song sound a bit less unique from each other, especially because it's always the same. It's always the same singer. Well, the girl characters, they have the female singer, like Melia's, and that's actually one of my favorite themes. Melia's theme, or May's theme. I think also part of Remlethal's theme. I think her and Biken. That's right. Biken has the male singer. Jacko has the female one, I believe. And then I think Remlethal has both. Testament I actually, not even making a joke here. I think, I actually kind of like the female singer a little better, and it would actually be kind of cool if maybe she was in this as well. Maybe it would also sort of tied into Dizzy, because since Dizzy is actually two female characters have been kind of a huge part of Testament, Justice and Dizzy, and I guess you could have tied that in there as well. Which, by the way, I think Dizzy should definitely be in the game now that Testament's in. But that aside, I will say, and like, I'm not saying Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack is bad. It's just probably not my favorite. And I will say generally, if I like the character, I'm probably going to like the theme. And I will say Testament's theme is probably at least one of the best in the game. Like, I'm probably going to listen to this one a bit more. And it doesn't help that, like, again, I can't... It's so hard. Like, no offense to the guy singing. He does great, but it's like, a lot of times I can hardly understand what he's saying. I definitely probably have to look up lyrics, like, for the song. Okay, yeah, they might have actually said both he and she in the theme. Either that's talking about the non-binary theme, or that's the non-binary theme. I can't talk, I'm sorry. That they're non-binary, or that's talking about some, like, another character tied Testament, like Dizzy, what I was saying. But I do think, yeah, it is one of the better themes. I would say Testament's theme, Kai's theme, Melia's theme, Zato's theme. I guess Happy Chaos's theme is good. They're probably the better ones, I would say. It's a shame because I really like Nagorda Yuki. His theme, though, I wasn't super crazy about. It was kind of on the plain side. But something I definitely really appreciate about this theme is the callbacks to Testament's older themes, like A Fixed Idea. And I believe there was a little bit of Bloodstained Lineage in it as well. Probably nothing in The Arms of Death, just because In the Arms of Death was the Korean soundtrack in Guilty Gear X2, and that's just not the more widely known music from Guilty Gear. I could be wrong there. Maybe there was something. But it's like, if I had to rank this with their other themes, I'd probably say A Fixed Idea, at least the remastered version, is probably the best. Then In the Arms of Death. Then I would say probably the X2 version of Bloodstained Lineage is my least favorite. The Guilty Gear X version of Bloodstained Lineage is probably my third favorite, and maybe it's gonna be tied for this theme. I think that's probably where it ranks, if anything. And I'm probably gonna sound like a hypocrite here, but I guess going back to the lyrical theme thing, my favorite theme in Guilty Gear X Third was probably Raven's, who was actually one of the only lyrical ones, but that's because I think it helps stand out. And I think it was kind of a big deal because, Raven next to Testament is my favorite character. And he was kind of a character that's been in Guilty Gear for a long time, but was always kind of in the background. So I think that's what kind of made that more excusable because it, is sort of a special occasion, like this character that's been in the series for a while but finally been made playable. Not to mention, but his theme in Guilty Gear 2 Overture was a lyrical theme as well, which was also pretty awesome as well. And I think another thing to add, and this is kind of a good thing and a bad thing, but a lot of the characters in Guilty Gear Strive are kind of in, I would say, a more peaceful state of mind than they have been in previous games. I think we can all agree of what we've seen of Testament so far, that they are not the same person they were the last time they were playable in a game. And maybe they're talking about having tea. They're even saying that they used to see themselves as a demon before. So just a character that is totally, oh my god, I cannot talk. And I think that basically shows in their themes, which is both good, but also kind of, I think, takes away some of that edge and grit that their old kind of themes used to have. So it's a double-edged sword. Not that I'm saying it's bad that Testament is at peace, or at least more at peace than they were last time we saw them in a game. But I think that's all I can really say there. It is definitely a solid theme, definitely one of my favorites in Strive. Again, not my favorite of Testament's themes, and again, Strive's music isn't really my favorite, at least compared to previous Guilty Gear games. Again, it's good music, it's just not quite as good, at least in my opinion, as some of the older Guilty Gears. Primarily the X games, when they were still on PS2, basically. Let me know what you guys think about Testament's theme, or any of the themes in the game at all. We're only, I believe, a few days away from Testament finally releasing, so that'll definitely be fun. Looking forward to it. Definitely want to jump back in the game. Hopefully I actually get me playing for a bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like the video if you like it, dislike or dislike it, subscribe if you haven't already, help out the channel. Got a Patreon and a Discord in the description below. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.